Imagine your birthday and New Year's Day falling on the same day, twice in a row. Mind blown? Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss this wild ride through Mercury, the solar system's most surprising planet. Mercury is tiny. Like, really tiny. Just a bit bigger than our moon, with a diameter of about 3,030 miles or 4,880 kilometers. Compared to Earth, it's only about 38% of our size. But don't let that fool you. Mercury moves faster than any other planet, zipping around the sun in just 88 Earth days. Now here's the weird part. A day on Mercury, the time it takes to spin once on its axis, lasts about 59 Earth days. So its day is almost 2/3 as long as its year. Imagine living there. One sunrise and one sunset would stretch over nearly 2 months. Your whole concept of time would get flipped. Scientists call this a 3-to-2 spin orbit resonance. For every 2 trips around the sun, Mercury spins exactly 3 times. This unique dance causes some bizarre effects, like the sun appearing to move backwards in the sky sometimes, like it's playing tricks on you. Before we move on, tell me in the comments, would you survive a 59-day long day? I'm honestly curious. Let me know. Mercury is also the solar system's extreme thermostat. Without a thick atmosphere to hold heat, temperatures swing dramatically. During the day, the surface can scorch up to a staggering 800 degrees Fahrenheit, or 430 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. But at night, temperatures plunge to a freezing -290 degrees Fahrenheit, or -180 degrees Celsius. That's a temperature range of over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Imagine stepping from a sauna right into a freezer, and this change happens every Mercury day, which lasts those 59 Earth days we talked about. So why doesn't Mercury have an atmosphere? It's mostly because it's so close to the sun, and its gravity is too weak to hold one. The sun's powerful solar wind just blows it all away. Here's something wild. Despite the heat, scientists found water ice hiding in craters near Mercury's poles. These craters never see sunlight, creating permanent shadowed cold traps where ice can survive for billions of years. Mercury's surface looks a lot like the moon, covered in craters from asteroid impacts, making it a pockmarked rock in space. But it has something the moon doesn't: enormous cliffs called lobate scarps. These scarps are giant wrinkles in the planet's crust caused by Mercury cooling and shrinking over billions of years. Imagine a sweater that's been washed too many times and is starting to shrink. That's Mercury's crust. Some of these cliffs soar miles high and stretch for hundreds of miles across the surface. They're geological records telling the story of a planet contracting like a cooling ball of metal. If you thought Earth's mountains were impressive, wait till you hear about these cliffs. Would you want to hike on Mercury? Comment your wildest space adventure idea below. Despite being small, Mercury has a surprisingly strong magnetic field, about 1% as strong as Earth's. Scientists believe this magnetic field is generated by a partially molten iron core inside Mercury, which is impressive for such a small planet so close to the Sun. NASA's Messenger mission, which orbited Mercury from 2011 to 2015, gave us a treasure trove of data, images, surface maps, magnetic field measurements, and more. Messenger's findings have rewritten what we know about Mercury. And it's not done yet. The European-Japanese BP Colombo mission launched in 2018 and is on its way, expected to arrive soon. It'll provide even more detailed observations, hopefully unlocking new secrets about Mercury's core, surface, and magnetic field. Now let's get into some lesser known and super cool facts that make Mercury even more fascinating. Did you know Mercury has moonquakes? Just like earthquakes on Earth, Mercury's crust can shake, and those quakes can last up to 10 minutes. Imagine that, a planet quaking under your feet for the length of your favorite song. Scientists think these quakes happen because the planet is still cooling and contracting. Talk about a restless little world. Another crazy fact? Mercury's exosphere, that's a super thin atmosphere, contains atoms blasted off its surface by the solar wind and micrometeoroid impacts. So even though it doesn't have a real atmosphere, it's got this almost ghostly cloud of particles that surrounds it. And check this out, Mercury's magnetic field causes spectacular auroras near its poles, kind of like Earth's northern lights, but way more intense and mysterious. Unfortunately, you wouldn't want to see them with your own eyes since the planet's surface is so deadly. Here's a fun one: Mercury's core is huge, taking up about 85% of the planet's radius. Compared to Earth, where the core is about 55% of the radius, Mercury's iron heart is massive. Scientists think this big core is part of the reason Mercury is so dense. It's basically a giant metal ball covered in a thin rocky shell. Have you heard about Mercury's hollows? These are weird, shallow, irregular depressions scattered across its surface. Scientists are still puzzling over them, but one theory is that they form when volatile materials inside Mercury vaporize and escape, leaving behind these bizarre pits. It's like Mercury is slowly leaking secrets. Now, a question for you: if you had to choose, would you live on Mercury's hot day side or freezing night side? Comment your choice and why. Mercury might be the smallest planet, but it's absolutely packed with wild features and extreme environments that make it one of the solar system's most intriguing worlds. So next time you look up at the sky, remember the tiny planet closest to the sun that's way more exciting than you'd expect. If you're loving this space journey, don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell. Up next, Venus, the solar system's hottest and most mysterious planet. You won't want to miss it.